Je mi ctí přivítat tady u nás ve studiu japonského velvyslance v České republice. The ambassador of Japan, Kansukou Nagaoka. Warm welcome to our studio and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Well, thank you very much, Michaela, to give me this great opportunity to come and have an interview in this great studio.
We are delighted to have you here with us. Few months ago, you got a new role in diplomatic relations. How do you feel about this role? How you like it? How you enjoy it?
Yes. Well, actually, I came in this beautiful country about 6 months ago, well, at the end of March. And I started my diplomatic career back in 1989, a few months before the fall of Berlin Wall. Since then, I have been working mostly for the Middle East affairs. And just coming here, I was the Director General for Middle East Affairs in a headquarters in Tokyo. So to work in Central Europe is actually my first experience. So I have very limited information about Czechia before coming here. But once I came here, I was very much impressed. First and foremost, with long history, beautiful nature, and also above all, a very tasty beer. So I have been enjoying every minute of my life in this beautiful capital.
I'm very, very happy that you said that. You talk about the beers. What about, for example, the dishes? Do you like it as well, Czech kitchen?
Indeed. I mean, well, sometimes, Czech cuisine seems a little bit, too much for Japanese people. But I can assure you, every dishes can go along very well with tasty beer. So I really like it.
Okay. Do you have some favorite Czech meal?
Well, actually, I really like to have the koreno. Yeah, and that's fantastic, when I have a nice glass of beer.
Very nice. Well, talking about your work, about your mission here in the Czech Republic, could you maybe briefly explain your main tasks and goals in your current role in diplomatic relations between Japan and in the Czech Republic?
Okay. Japan and Czech Republic had been enjoying very good relations in political fields, business, economic, and also culture. So if I show it, it's kind of equilatable, triangular. So my task as ambassador to this country, first of all, to expand and even deepen this triangular shape of beautiful, good relations. But also, I like to put one or two new pillars of our relations. First pillar should be security and military cooperation. The second is scientific cooperation. So I've been making very serious efforts, not just exploring new opportunities for political business culture, but also try to make it even more visible and more concrete on security cooperation as well as scientific.
Okay, I understand, but how do you perceive the current, let's say, state of economic relations between our countries?
Japanese companies have started their investment in Czech Republic mid-1990s. And since then, growingly, the number of Japanese companies working in this country has increased. So current figure of the Japanese companies altogether 280. And the accumulated amount of investment is the second largest after Germany. So I am very much proud of this very great business relations. So, and I also like to even further strengthen such good relations.
Japan is one of the most significant investors in the Czech Republic. What are the plans to build up this cooperation in the near future?
Japanese companies, actually, I would say there are two important areas that the Japanese companies have been playing in this country. First, automobile industry. Toyota, one of them. And also there are other companies like Denso, who is producing the air conditioning system for automobile. So they not just produce the products for the sake of the Czech people, but also they are contributing to exporting their products to other EU member countries and also beyond. The second important area is heat pump. For instance, company like Panasonic, who started their business for TV producing, but now they are shifting to heat pump, which is quite eco-friendly product. So for the new future, I would say that environmentally friendly products will be very important for the Japanese companies to consider in investing.
And talking about economic relations, Japan is also one of the largest employers in the Czech Republic. Can we expect further major investments or expansion of Japanese, let's say, companies in our country in the near future?
Yes. As I said, that eco-friendly products are actually new targets for Japanese companies. So, for instance, a company named Toppan has already started building their new factory in Czech Republic, and also another company named Daido Metal, who is producing the important parts of the wind power plant station. They also started to establish a new factory. And in addition to these newcomers, the old one, like Panasonic, is now expanding their factories to build more heat pump system. So all in together, existing ones and newcomers will certainly contribute more employment and more GDP growth and more, productivity for Czech economy.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about cyber security and defense. Could you maybe elaborate on how our two countries cooperate in this field of cybersecurity and defense? What are your future plans in this sector?
Okay. You raise a very important issue. Currently, security situation is very fragile, not just in Europe, but also in East Asia too. So we have been targeted by, cyber attacks and fake news many times by some of our neighbors, as you know. So on this particular point, we share fully the need to have some more strong partnership with Czechia. So cybersecurity is one of such issues. And the other important issue is economic security. So we cannot depend on a single country for the important rare metals or raw materials. So we really like to expand such a new security cooperation, cyber and economic security with Czech partners.
Okay, I would like to talk about these mascots which we can see already on our table. Because in a few months, we are looking forward to Expo 2025. So how are the preparations for the Expo 2025 in Osaka progressing?
Okay. Well, before answering this question, I'd like to introduce this as a cute and nice mascot. This one is Myaku Myaku. It's a Japanese mascot. And this one is Rene, a Czech mascot. They seem to be a kind of brothers and sisters together, and they are very popular in Japan and also the rest of the world. And the preparation for Expo 2025, to be honest with you, at the beginning we had some problems, but now we have almost overcome all these problems, and the preparation for the site, as well as the pavilions of different countries, including Czechia, have been going well, quite smoothly.
You said we had some problems, so can you specify that? Which kind of problems did you have?
Yes. At the time when we started construction of the sites, we had the, inflation, and we had the difficulties in bringing in materials, so that the prices seems to be, getting higher. So this has, put some, cost adjustment on the part of constructors. And also, Japan is now facing the shortage of personnel. So it's rather difficult to find the appropriate workforces to construct the pavilion site, expo site, as well as different pavilions. But gradually, we address these issues. Now I can say, we are working on very smoothly for the preparation of Expo.
What do you think about the preparation of the Czech participating the Expo 2025? And can you maybe tell us more about a Czech pavilion?
Actually, as a Czech pavilion construction started in May this year, and since then it has been going very smoothly. And Czech pavilion is very unique because it is going to be built with Czech woods and Czech glass, and they are now being exported from here to Japan. And also, the Czech team, commissioners team, has been very active. A very great friend of mine, Mr. Ondřej Soška, he's a commissioner of the Czech team. So he's been very active, not just active in Czech side, but also he's active with other commissioners of the rest of the world. And he has full of ideas, and he tried to bring as many companies as possible, as many people as possible. He's now designing the specific programs that the Czech pavilion can provide during the 6 months of Expo.
Well, I would like to ask you, what potential do you actually see for Czech companies in the Japanese market and maybe in the Indo-Pacific region as a whole? Yeah. Why should actually Czech companies consider participating in the Osaka Expo 2025?
Yeah. As I said, that we have 280 Japanese companies working in Czechia, but Czech companies working in Japan are much smaller in number. So I say that the Osaka Expo will be a golden opportunity for Czech companies to come and start business in Japan. And because we are expecting almost 30 million people to visit the Expo, including Japanese one and also the rest of the world. So if the Czech business people can find and talk about the potential business relation with Japanese partners and also other countries, partners, it will certainly create good opportunities. And also, the Japanese side is very much ready to assist, Czech companies if they want to start new business in Japan. And once they are successful in Japanese market, they will certainly be also successful in other markets, because Japanese people, Japanese customers are rather, are critical about the quality of products. So if they pass this difficult test in Japan, their products must be sold globally.
Let's talk generally. What is your vision maybe for future here in Czech Republic?
Well, I really like to have more Japanese people coming to enjoy, this beautiful country, professional level, but also tourist and ordinary level. Unfortunately, we don't have the direct flights connecting Prague and Tokyo. We have legal basis between the governments, but we have not yet commercialized direct flight. So I really like to make this happen in the near future. Through more visitors coming to Czechia and vice versa, more Czech people will go and visit and enjoy Japan. So I think Osaka Kansukou Expo 2025 should be a very important opportunity for Czech people to come and enjoy Japan, including yourself.
Thank you. And I believe this was the perfect ending to our interview. Once again, thank you very much for joining us, Your Excellency. And it was a great pleasure to meet you here in our studio.
Thank you very much and děkujeme.
A to bylo pro dnešek vše. Já se na vás budu těšit opět příště na CNN Prima News.